Hi guys, in this video we will be looking at question 5, right? We are basically looking at functions. Well, if you are new to this channel, what are you waiting for? Kindly subscribe. You only subscribe once. Right, without wasting time, let's put this into practice. First thing first, we are given that a to the power of x, a to the power of x with a is greater than 0, and point q, which is -2, and a mixed fraction 1 and 9 all over 16 lies on the graph of f. 5.1 show that a is equals to 4 all over 5, which is about 2 marks actually. Let's put that into practice. So, well, at 5.1, remember that we are given that a to the power of x, and we're given point q, which is -2, 1, 9 all over 16, where this is x and this is y. So the greatest thing, guys, is that we can substitute this coordinate to find the value of a. So we need to change a mixed fraction of 1 and 9 all over 16 there. That will be 25 all over 16. So meaning that at y, you're going to replace it by 25 divided by 16. Then where there's x, you replace it by -2. So if we change this into a fraction, this will be 1 all over a squared. And we have 25 all over 16 divided by 16. To find the value of a, you cross multiply. 25 multiplied by a, that will be 25a squared. 1 times 16, that will be 16. Then because we're looking for a, we can divide everything by 25. So this and this, they cancel. We are left with a squared all over 16 divided by 25. Because they said a, the restriction said that a is greater than 0, meaning you're going to take the one that is positive. You root both sides because you're looking for a. Square root of a, that will be a. Square root of 16, that will be 4. Square root of 25, that will be 5. Remember, it's plus or minus 5. Therefore, we are going to take the one that is positive, which is 4 all over 5, in respect to the restriction that we are being told to do so. That's 2 marks, guys. Yeah, a lot of work, but 2 marks, ne? They're stingy, ne? They are stingy. Let's go to 5.2. Now. At 5.2, write down the equation of the inverse of graph of f. Leave your answer in the form of y is equals 2. Let's put that into practice. Also 2 marks. So remember, now we have 4 all over 5 to the power of x. So what do? You're looking for the inverse. You swap the variables, or you interchange. Right, so where there is y, there will be x, and where there is x, there will be y, and replace to y. So inverse of exponential, it's a logarithm. So our base, log base, base is 4 all over 5. Then number, which is it's x, which is equals to exponent, which is y. So it is in a form of y is equals to. Then we get our beautiful 2 marks. That's 4 all over 5. Now let's prepare 5.3. Okay, let's go to 5.3. At 5.3, we are required to sketch the graph of f and the inverse on the axis provided on the answer sheet. Then all right, and then we also have to, we're also going to go to 5.4 as well, but let's start with 5.3. Let's do the sketch. Sketching this, will remember our original graph was 4 over 5 to the power of x. So if we were to look for the y-intercept, you let x be 0. If you put 4 over 5 to the power of 0, that's going to be y is equals to 1, meaning that the coordinate will be 0 and 1 for the y-intercept. We don't have an x-intercept in this case, so the inverse of this coordinate will be 1 and 0. You just swap. So let's put that into practice. So this will be 0, 1. So we are going to have 0, 1. So considering the a, it will be like this, the shape will be like this, right? So we have 0 and 1. The other one is gonna be the side, 1 and 0, 0, 1, 1 and 0. So it'll pass here. Okay, so we have the graph of f, the original, and the graph of the inverse. That's the remarks. So I guess that's how it should be, right? So let's go to 5.4. At 5.4, they said for which values of x is f of x lesser than 1? At 5.4, is f of x lesser than 1? The best way is to simplify this, right? Let's see how we can simplify it. So at 5.4, remember, you are given f at x is lesser than 1. So if we can place 4 over 5 as our equation, x is lesser than 1, then we can apply log. So since the bases are not the same, so log base is 4 over 5, then number is 1, which is lesser than 0. Is it what? Because, okay, all right, let me just put an equal sign so that I make it simpler. Oh, so equals to x here, not 0. Where did I get 0? So it should be x here, sorry for that. So let's punch that. If you punch your calculator, log 5 and 1, that will give you x as 0. So they said for which values of x. This will happen where x, in this case, this will happen where x is greater than 0. Yes, so this will be the solution. It will happen where x is greater than 0. For which values of x is f of x lesser than 1. So this will happen where x is greater than 0. So that will be the solution. Let's go to 5.4. 5.5, sorry for that. Let's go to 5.5. So here, be very mindful of these questions. Be very mindful. You can just simplify it, but it was just direct, which is 1 mark. We just write the answer. X is greater than 0. So let's go to 5.5. 5.5. Write down the equation of h if h is the reflection of f about the x-axis. Right, reflection about the x-axis, the reflection of f about the x-axis. In this case, we will be smarter. Remember, the set is the reflection about x-axis. You are going to write the rule. There is a golden rule that says in transformation geometry we have a golden rule. Reflection about x-axis. Reflection about x-axis, your y value becomes negative in this case. So remember that we have y is equals to 4 over 4 divided by 5 to the power of x. Remember, since it's a reflection about x-axis, the rule says your y value becomes negative, but your x value remains the same, meaning that where there's y, you're going to replace it by negative. So it will be 4 over 5 to the power of x. Then you divide. What are we getting? If you divide by negative on both sides, you'll be left with positive y here, and we'll be left with negative 4 to the power of x, negative 4 over 5, negative 4 divided by 5 to the power of x. So that's how it should be about 5.5. Then let's go to 5.6. Let's look at 5.6, guys. At 5.6, write down the equation of the line that f has to be reflected about in order to obtain the inverse. So we know in order for us to obtain the inverse, the graph of the inverse, we use what we call it's the reflection about the line y is equals to x. In that case, reflection about the line y is equals to x, where you swap the variables. It's a reflection about the line y is equals to x, right? But the line y is equals to x, you're right there. Then let's go to our last question, which is 5.7. At 5.7, you need to determine the range of the f of x, then subtracted by 1, right? Okay, let's put that into practice. If it is subtracted by 1, remember that they said f of x minus 1. So in this case, you have your f of x, which is 4 to the power of 4 over 5, x minus 1. Remember? So in this case, we have a y value there, meaning that your y will be greater than -1. So this will be your range. In this case, this will be the range of the graph of f of x. I hope, guys, you find this video useful. If you're new to this channel, what are you waiting for? You kindly subscribe. You only subscribe once. See you on the next video.